G'day, Anders Sorman-Nilsson here, futurist from Think. Today recording on my way from the Intercontinental in Hanoi back to the airport with next stop being Hong Kong and then London. I've been speaking here at a HP conference, particularly in the print supplies space. One of the things I spoke about today was the idea of digital natives versus digital immigrants. Now, digital immigrants happen to be people like me and above my age who speak technology with somewhat of an accent. We weren't born natively with digital technology, and for us, speaking digital is something that is a language that we have learnt. This is very different in terms of acquisition of a skill from today's digital natives. Digital natives today are born digital, they think digital, they speak technology with no accent. They speak it natively, as it were. And what you're seeing across Asia are very different demographic makeups. So in the likes of, say, the Philippines, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, you have very, very young populations. In fact, you have many people there who access the internet for the first time, not as we did in the West via a dial-up modem or a cable or via our desktops, but the first time ever they will access the internet is through a smartphone. This brings a very different dynamic to the way they think and interact with the internet. This compares and contrasts to more mature nations who have a very aging demographic that looks a little bit more similar to the likes of Europe or the EU, for example. You have nations like Japan where, according to my fast-moving consumer goods and hygiene clients in the APJ or Asia Pacific and Japanese market, say that they sell more nappies to old people than to toddlers and babies. Now, this is fascinating because it creates a whole new dynamic. So you have a large cohort in the likes of Japan, Hong Kong, China, for example, an aging population that is more slowly adopting and adapting with new technologies. One of the things you'll find across Asia that's driving technological adoption is not just the fact that it's prevalent and this is the future lab when it comes to mobile penetration, this part of the world, but things that will really drive adoption rates for the future, and which is relevant to print, is the fact that an aging demographic is now mobilizing and using mHealth, i.e. mobile health monitoring, to ensure that their blood glucose levels are in line, that their heartbeat is where it should be. They might be measuring via the likes of Y things what their blood pressure is. And of course, they're able to monitor their exercise using things like Fitbits and Nike Fuel bands. Imagine a future where increasingly we are monitoring our health, also including an older demographic of baby boomers and veterans who are monitoring their health very, very actively, and might, in fact, yes, they might opt to show a phablet or a tablet to their GP or their medical doctor next time that they go to see the doctor, but they may very, very well use that information and print it off and bring it into the doctor so the doctor can hold and feel the various charts. This is not beyond the realm of what the mHealth trends are at the moment, which are growing exponentially and with a particular focus on monitoring. Already we're seeing pharmaceutical companies releasing mobile-enabled adapters and apps to ensure that people who suffer from diabetes, for example, are able to actively monitor their blood sugar levels. And I mean, this is key. For my pharmaceutical clients, this is really important because when it comes to battling this surge that is diabetes around the world, adhesion or adherence and compliance with a drug regimen, good exercise and eating the right things is critical, or so my pharmaceutical clients tell me. These are all some of the trends that we are seeing in Asia at the moment. It's a fascinating, innovative hotspot in the world today. And having just spent the last 24 hours in Hanoi, it gives me great hope that what we're seeing both in print, in communications, etc., indicates that really the innovative sweet spot for the future will be this space between the analog, between tradition, between the high touch and what we can feel, and the increasingly digitized future, the ephemeral, the cyber, the virtual. The digilog sweet spot between the two is really where we'll see innovation happening in the future. And increasingly from this very diverse continent that is Asia, you're going to see some really cool new innovations, both from digital immigrants, but also of course of digital natives, the innovators of tomorrow.